Hey, good morning there, Sweet Bees. Basic Prepper Mom Myra. So I want to talk about an incident that happened to me a couple days ago. I ended up in the emergency room with a major migraine. Usually I can control them, but I woke up with it. I could not get a handle on it. My medication wasn't working. It was bad. Ended up having to go to the emergency room, spent 4.5 hours there for them to give me a bag of fluids and a shot. Basically, it's their migraine cocktail. So it's Tramadol, Benadryl, and Reglan is what they give you. Took my pain from about an 11 down to about a 4.5 or 5. They released me and I was, off on my own, back home. But that got me to thinking, I have a lot of pain. So I have fibromyalgia, so I have flare-ups, I have chronic migraines. My husband has a lot of pain. He's had multiple surgeries on shoulder, wrist, ankle. He's got back issues. So there's a lot of pain going on. What do we do when we talk about emergency medicine? We always kind of just go and think about broken bones and lacerations, and how are you going to suture somebody up or stop the bleed? How are you going to set a bone? How are you going to do this? But we don't really think about the pain aspect, I don't think. And that's my biggest fear is, how do you control the pain when the prescription pain medication is no longer available, when you can't get a hold of a pain medication? How do you control that? Because if you're in a situation where you have a broken bone or whatever, you have to control the pain, because if you don't control the pain, you're not going to be able to function. You're not going to be able to get up and live life. You're not going to be able to rest enough to be able to get up and do the things that you need to do. So how do we control pain? Now, I have tried all the natural pain stuff and none of it works, to be quite honest with me. But is there maybe something that if we do end up in a crap hit the fan scenario and medications are not available for pain, do we then pretty much like wean our bodies off of whatever medication, whatever pain medication we're used to? Do we wean our bodies off of that? And then the natural remedies, the herbal remedies will then work for us? Or do we go back to Civil War days where you give somebody a stick to bite on and a bottle of whiskey and tell them to, here, keep drinking until you don't feel anything? Do we go back to using cocaine as a prescription medication like it used to be for pain and headaches? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I do know that if we don't control pain, then that is going to be a big factor in us being successful or not successful. So I think maybe trying to wean yourself off of anything prescription as far as pain medication, and trying to try more natural remedies may be good. Like I said, I've tried that and they haven't really worked for me. And when I'm in pain, I need relief like now, because I have stuff to do. And that's the biggest thing, is I can't function if I'm in pain. So when I am in pain, I need a medication that's going to work now. I need something that's going to work now so that I can get on with life, so I can get stuff done. So I think that's the biggest issue that I have, or the biggest fear I have, is not being able to have that medication for pain to allow me to continue to do what I need to do. And that's going to knock me out of the game for an indefinite amount of time. So I don't know what the answer is, but it's definitely something that needs to be thought about. And, there's not really a way to stockpile pain medication because of rules and regulations and stuff like that. And I'm not advocating that you stockpile any medication. Please take it as directed by your physician, your doctor, your nurse, whoever prescribed it. Please take it accordingly. I'm not asking you or telling you to hoard things. But I mean, it's kind of a scary thing to think about, because when you're in pain, you can't think about anything else. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. If I find some sort of miracle cure, I will definitely let you know. But that's a huge concern of mine, is how do you deal with pain? And I think that that's something that we all need to think about, whether it's your child, whether it's your parents, whether it's you, whether it's whatever age group. How do you deal with pain if something happens to them? So your loved ones. All right, short video today. That's what I have to talk on. I have other things too, but I don't want to combine everything. That's what I have to talk about today. So think about your pain management and how you are going to get through, especially if you're somebody who does live with pain. Make sure that you have a plan for that and have some backups as well. All right. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.